everyone, it's Christina, and going back to the mass making. Now I've punched everything that I got out in part 1, and that can just sit over there. Now I've cut up a couple of pages, so I've got this one, let's see, got this one sheet that I've made. It's a template for the height. It's a bit shorter than the actual cover, but that's okay. And I've made a whole heap of these for... No, I haven't made the jelly print plate yet. So I'm doing that. I'm getting to it. I thought I'd just do this mass making for now. But this is a good template to just double check whether I am inside the height if I've got these shorter pages like these ones. And I have started to punch as I go, which will give me an idea of the border on the inside. Now this is double-sided paper, which Juanette sent me. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it might be a Tim Holtz. However, I loved this. I thought this was great. So at the moment, what I wanted to do was put on a bit of this trim. I've got this gorgeous trim from Emmy at Lots of Lace. Hi Emmy, I mention Emmy all the time, mainly because she's around the corner and I can go and pick up whatever I want, which is really handy. So I thought I would, where's my, this will do as a glue book. So I'm still mass making. It's only 3. I'm making 3 of everything, so it's 1 for each book. That's how it goes. I should probably make a whole heap more, but the fact is these are all little golden books that are to do with Winnie the Pooh, so I've got a kind of a theme going. So to mass make for other things when they would just be generic doesn't kind of really seem to work for me. Now I've got to work out how long here and how long is it? About to there. So the thing about the little golden books I find, as we go, still learning, is that I don't particularly, some books I don't mind the pages spilling out, but I kind of like with the golden books that the pages stay in the cover. Just gives it a cleaner edge for afterwards. Oh, how good is this? This is actually from the 60s. Emmy has had her shop for such a long time, or well, I don't know how long it's been closed for, but she's got so much stuff that's, now the shop's shut, but like so much stock that she's got from back then. Let's see, we want it there to about there. And I do think, now, that looks like the front. I think that Emmy does offer free postage for a lot of stuff too, even to America, which is pretty generous because with Etsy we don't really end up making very much money at all, even if we charge postage when you take the fees out. But when we're offering free, well, I know with some of my stuff, gosh, if I offer free, I'm basically giving it away. You might be paying for it, but I'm not earning any money in the end. So, there must be a better solution. I think we'll sort that out as we go. I know lots of people have left Etsy and put it on their website, and I don't mind doing that. I'm just a bit I don't know, challenged sometimes. No, I'm actually not challenged. That's not true. I am actually quite good with technology. I'm just feeling a bit challenged with it this couple of weeks. But also, you know, we end up, as a shop owner, even if you're doing it via your website, you still have to pay a whole heap of fees to have your little shop, which is okay if you're making the money, but when you're still starting and building up, it's kind of like, gosh, I do this full time for $0. That's really lovely when you get a sale. But in the bigger picture at the moment, it's not really proving to be brilliant. However, I'm doing this because I love it. I just love it. Now, what are we going to put on these? I have a little pot that I've done some fussy cuts, not a lot. Just some. I like this little bit of honeybee stuff. I might put those down the side. Maybe a bit of glitter glue for that. Anyway, I didn't mean to. Well, I look, honestly, come on, Christina. I've been having such a whinge. Big old grumpy, sad sack person. That's just going to stop right now, I think. Time to have a bit of fun with the old making. Making things is fun. Yeah, get your fingers in there. That's it. Right, don't lose the pin. Okay, let's get this happening. What does everyone like? Tell me in the comments if you like this kind of idea, this mess making. And I think Juanette was watching out for me and said that I'd won something on someone's channel, and that's really lovely. However, I've scrolled through every person I subscribe to, and I have not actually found a YouTube from all my people saying prize winners or anything like that. So I just, if anyone else sees it, let me know. It's probably too late. You know, I don't generally win anything, so if I've won something, I want to know about it. It'd be good. It'd be nice to think, oh, I did win something. That'd be awesome. Or my email address is on my YouTube, so you can call me or email me if I've won something. Not that you should have to do all the work if it's your little, nope. Oh, how's that? Isn't that cute? Oh, that'll fit. Now, no, before I do that, let's see, I've still got this little antique linen. Might just I think I might need to get a little bit of a additional, let's see, colours for this. really honey it up a bit. How's that? Is that a word? Honey it up. I'd like a little bit of a sort of goldish, isn't it? Oh no, the dog is going to start. You know what? I've been having the doctor measure me for my blood pressure, and you know what? I reckon it's that damn dog. I reckon. Damn dog. So, someone asked me to house sit, and they've got a yappy dog like the one next door, and I'm going to have to say no to that. And it's also right on my birthday, so this year it'll be my 60th birthday, and I think I'd like to have a bit of a celebration. If anyone's had a 60th, and not everyone's going to be that old, some people will be. So let me know in the comments what you actually did for your birthday, or even for your 50th. I'll tell you what I did for my 50th. So for my 50th, I had a lot of weird and wonderful friends that were quite geeky. So I made mine a dress-up party, which isn't like me. I don't like dress-up parties. And I made it lace, feathers, fur, leather, I think. So that way everyone had as many options as they wanted for what they wanted to wear. And that was a bit funny. Does that work? Oh, that'll do. This year I thought maybe for my 60th I should have like a 60s themed birthday. But because I've had this hypertension, I'm kind of thinking if I've got to organise it all myself, it's not a good idea. Might be a bit much. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so I've got these little honey, or now this kit is off Etsy, and it's a printable kit, and it's got like over 300 bee and honey images, so I'll link that. So there's that one, or Tasty. Oh, that stands out a bit more. That might be better. How am I going? I just realised I'd forgotten to check my battery. Okay, we'll use the glitter glue because these are a bit thicker. So I printed these ones out onto cardstock. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's better. Can't even get in the lines today. When can I ever stay in the lines, I ask you? Okay, I remember I was going to actually put a little bit of colour around the edges of those, and I didn't. That's all right. They are what they are in the moment. Okay, what else can we put on these? Got tasty. Somehow I'm starting to think that I've got so carried away with the honey and the bees that I've forgotten that it's Winnie the Pooh. I don't mind that. It means I'm not plagiarising. All right, we've got some honey going into a bowl. We've got a bit of the tasty and a bit of honeycomb, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of a beautiful 60s lace, embroidery, two-tone actually. Oh, what about the back? All right, that doesn't look right on the back. I could put some of this paper. Just some tea-stained paper. So I just got back from the acupuncturist actually. He told me to take it easy, as I already knew I should be doing. It's quite fascinating actually, because he was talking all about how hypertension works, so that's quite interesting in terms of the walls of your, I don't know, I get a bit confused. It's like it's not your vascular system, but it is related to sort of your kidneys and your adrenals, I think. So he's always making me be relaxed and having the opposite of adrenal fatigue. You wouldn't think about it because it's like, what do? I don't do anything. I just sit here crafting. But I did try to do that PT class, so that did actually tip me over the edge. And then when I've got other things that are worrying me, I guess it all builds up a bit, doesn't it? Anyway, I wasn't going to whinge, so stop. Just stop. What else? So we've got a bit of a festival coming up in Melbourne, and there's a little tiny island. So yeah, let's talk about Melbourne for those who've never been here or don't know. There's a little tiny island. It's in South Yarra, which is a bit away from the city, and here's a little bee. No, that's not going to work. I think I like that just like that. I don't want to add to it, and I like those. So they're done. And this little island is kind of it's just not close to the city. It's maybe, well, by boat it's maybe only 10 minutes. I don't know how far it is by car, but this is the first time they are doing this idea of it's a sound bath. So you get ushered onto this little island, and how's this? Who would be game? Who would be game to do this? I don't know. I might be actually. I might feel it was a bit naughty, but you actually, only 10 people are allowed to do it, and I don't know how private it is, but you actually get onto this little island with the other 10 people and presumably the people that are actually running the thing, and you take your clothes off and get into a bath. Now, I don't know if that means everyone else can see you with your clothes off or if it's just that you're out in the middle of an island. Probably, I am going to assume that there is some sort of boundary around this island where the rest of the world can't see you taking your gear off. And you get into this bath and there's a sort of a soundscapey, bathy thing happening. And I don't know about you, but I thought that'd be fun. I wanted to take Lawrence for his birthday. But you know what? The problem is they're only giving... let's put them on there. They're only doing 10 people a day. So you have to actually, you buy a ticket, but the problem is if you buy the ticket, it goes into a drawer. So you don't know if you are going to win it. So you don't know if you'll be one of the 10 people. But then I was thinking, well, that'd be fun to do together as a couple. But what if one of us won and the other one didn't in the draw? So that kind of would be weird. And then it wouldn't be fun. I mean, I think Lawrence might like it. He might enjoy it. But wouldn't it be good to be able to talk about it afterwards? Like, your experience? So I guess that's a bit risky because you just never know if you're going to be the one that wins. So maybe that's not a good idea for a birthday present. I've come up with something else. Maybe I should take him to that, you know, the dining, you can go and dine in the dark. I think the waiters have like the, what do you call it? Like the army have those see in the dark goggle thingies on. That'd be fun. That's probably really expensive, isn't it? Anyway. I'm coming up with all these ideas for his birthday, and he works so much that he won't even have any time off to enjoy it, I bet. Maybe I'll just have to take him to the vegan place in the city for dinner. That'll be it. That's the end of it. Not very much fun. I'm all for a bit of fun. I've been just doing nothing for so long. I feel like I've got to do some of those things for a bit of enjoyment. What do you reckon? Bit of life enjoyment. All right, I've got those little journaling cards were quick and easy, weren't they? Maybe they could have something else. Now, if I hadn't have punched that, I would think about putting a little doodah on the top, but I've already punched that, and they're going to need to go into something. So I got these ready. What about this? No, because I've punched them. Oh, I'm doing them as journal cards, but I've punched them and they were really meant to be pockets. Never mind. Didn't think, I was talking too much and didn't think that through. So now they're cards, so they can actually, maybe they can still go in here with a, like that. That might be nice. With a clip. Where's the clip? All right. That's good. Yeah. And no. Anyhow, I liked the idea of the island with the bath, with the listening to music, naked. I thought that sounded exciting, really. There we go. So these ones, I imagine they're going to be this way and open like that. So perhaps these can be a bit decorated. Because I was thinking that if I'd had my jelly plate made, well, one day, I might have run these through the jelly making thing. Okay, let's see, what can we put on this? Maybe the honey. Honey can go on this one. No, not feeling it yet. Got some little honeycombs. What else is in my little thing? I've got some beads. Oh, I know. I've got little beehive stamp. Got some other honeycomb stamps. No. Oh no, look, that's a field of flowers. That might be nice. Alright, let's see, got, that is Emerald City. That's olive green. And that one's teal blue. So maybe I quite like this Emerald City, and it seems to be going on darker, so let's try that. Pat lightly, pat often, press down hard. That's what Barbara from Joggle says. Almost. Bit missing in the middle. We can deal with that. Oh, it's good to be making junk journals again. Not that I don't like the sewing and the embroidery. I love it. Oh, it seems to... Something's going to have to go in that spot. Little blank bit. Got just the thing. Alright, Emerald City. Now, here's our little bee. Little bee. Oh, how good is that? He can just be right there in that gap. I tricked you, you scallywag of a thing. So there. Right, I think we need something else in here. Alright, so it'll go like this. Lots of writing spots inside, and right, what have I got under here? The beehive's too big. Got honey pots. honey pot. Those honeycombs were too big. I've got a spoon. No, that's not quite right. That's only one off. Got a bit of this. And that's card. So they can be actual journaling cards. Right, there's the pot. Well, there's the honey. Let's see which one. I kind of like that because it leaves room up here for writing. So let's put the pot on. This honey I think is going to be for something else. Just find that other pot. There it is. Glue stick. So what else has been happening? Well, not really much else really. Should clean off my fingers before I do this. Like that. Has anyone been to the movies lately? I actually asked Lawrence if he wanted to go and see the Billie Holiday story because we both love jazz, and well, a bit hard to get him to make time for things. I thought that would be good. I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's called The USA versus Billie Holiday, so I think that would be interesting. What? No, that wouldn't work. I'm thinking. Right, it's still going okay. My battery. What I want is Copic markers. Are they close by? What about these? What's in here? Well, that's a good honey colour. There you go. These ones are Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Brush. And that's a good honey colour, isn't it? Give that a colour in. They go on really nice. This is just normal printer paper that I've printed out from the 300 series, and these go on really nice onto printer paper. They're not at all they sound probably a little bit scratchy, but they're really not. That's good, I like that. Think what else we can put on these little cards. Got a bit of stamp ink on that one. And last one. Just trying to work out what colour I might do that little bit of material that's under the lid that's keeping it. Well, I imagine if it was honey it should be a bit of plastic, but it could also be, I'd like it to be a little bit of material, might not be what it's meant to be. Probably meant to be a bit of Glad wrap or saran wrap, or I don't know what you call it anywhere else. Saran wrap is a USA, I think. We call it Glad wrap in Australia. You know, I could do this brown, but a bit dark. I want a bit of colour, but let's have a look at the green. Oh, that's lighter, that'll be good. Oops. Stay in the lines, can't. Went a bit too quick. Alright, so in the book it'll be that. Turn over, bit of writing spot there. Writing inside, writing there, writing there. I like those. Alright, so we've made 3 of these little flippy things with writing spots. We've made 3 of these little things that are going to be a writing spot. Right, I'm back. I had to go and charge my phone. Now I've just sewn a little ruffle, so just cutting little bits because I think it's a bit scrappy, but that's okay. I think I'll put some of these along here. Now, there or there. If I put it there, then that's going to look like that. I don't necessarily want that. What about if I fold it? No, that won't have the same effect. Could go there along that edge. That's like that. That would work, wouldn't it? Alright, might have to sew that on. My machine's still messing up the tension. Never been able to get it right ever since Lily played with it. I've no idea what she did. Alright, so there's those. Alright, so there's a job to do off camera. Now, let's have a look what we've got. So we've got, let's just do one book. I have one of these. I'm going to have one of those. One of those. One of these. Which that's going to go on this side. In fact, that might even go in there. Then we've got the other side of that, and this with the little envelope with a little journaling card, plus the pages. So let's just have a look. So that's not very thick at all. Plenty of room to put more things in, but that's where we're up to so far. Then we'll have these. Just going to clip that in there so I remember that that's part of that. It's better. It's bulking up a little bit more. Now, I got these from Immy, of course. I was interested in how the wire is, and I actually thought that they kind of lended themselves to beehives. So I've cut one each, and I tried to do the punch, but it didn't quite work. However, there is enough here for me to be able to put it into the book. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I didn't think I was doing anything. I just thought it would add an effect in there. Now, when I do the jelly, let's see, when I make my jelly plate, where's that? Here they are. I've got quite a few, so I can make quite a few jelly prints and collage onto those. So there's 15 all up. Okay, so 5 pages per book. Just checking whether or not how much I can fit in. All right, that's getting there. Okay, so I've also got these 3 pages that are from that 300 digital bee kit, which I quite liked. So they're all going in. So there's one of those for each book. Yeah, it's getting thicker. Good. Now, what I want to do is make some tabs. So I'm just going to fold this, and let's just take that out of the way so I can see. Lining this up. So line it up, fold it over so as it's not cutting, because if I pushed it right up in, it would cut them as separate things. Alright, don't need that there. So I'll just do a couple of those. Three of those. I wonder if I can get three with a bit of honey on. Let's see, a little bit. Loud helicopter going over. Oh no. Maybe that's not a good idea, that one. I don't know if I'll get 3 more out of this with a little bit of honey on. Let's see. Right. Alright, we've got some tabs. Now, I'm not quite sure of the time, so something tells me I've gone on a bit. Right, so 1, honey, honey, honey drips and beehives. Okay, so they're ready to go. They might be good for the jelly print pages when I've done them. Alright, I think that's enough of the mass making for this week, and I'll see you in the next one, or Tag Tuesday or Thread Thursday, and when we finish these we might get back to Snippet Saturday. At the moment these are replacing Snippet Saturdays. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.